Welcome back to the channel. So today we are reacting to Clavicular is Delusional by another video by Coach Greg. So recently this guy's been blowing up in the streaming world. He's kind of like a black pill. I don't know if he's a looks maxer. Most looks maxers are black pillars though. So that's why I'm only classifying him as a black pillar. But you know, he's all about the looks is everything. You gotta have a perfect jawline. You gotta fucking have a good physique. You know, he's basically like looks overall, which looks do matter, but to say that looks over everything and looks is the end all be all is kind of just hyperbole, to be honest. But let's get into this video.
Placing me high tier normie as a little bit above average, between a 6 to a 6.5.
Does that mean he's rating himself a 6.25? What is going on right now? How is this not body dysmorphia? Coach Greg, and we're catching up.
And yeah, that's another thing too. The black pill is literally just a bunch of guys glazing. Like, it's basically what the black pill is it's a bunch of men glazing certain physical attributes, like the sharp jawline, the what do you call it, the hunter eyes, whatever the fuck, like the bushy brows. Like they go crazy over that shit. The 6 foot plus, like if you're not 6 foot plus, got chiseled jawline, fucking hunter eyes, full head of hair, like it's over for you. That's basically what the black pill is. And yeah, they glaze fucking looks. That's what it is. It's like looks is the end all be all. Like we're fucking Twilight vampires. Like we don't age. We age. Like you're not always gonna look, 10 out of 10. You're not always gonna look your best, So
with Clavicular, who's about to get a double jaw surgery. The things
crazy,
that this man is opening up to, it's just unbelievable. And so let's get right into it.
Because I knew that, your looks play into a role of, are you going to get hired, right? How people treat you, just in terms of how I was getting tipped.
I mean, how much does this not sound like a woman? And so I need double titanium implant surgery on my cheeks and a nose job so that I'll get more money.
Bro, just imagine how demoralizing it would be. This the same thing I say with like the fucking the leg extension or whatever you call it, the leg lift. Like, just imagine you get a double jaw surgery. You know what I mean? You get nose surgery, you get leg extensions, just for some people to still call you like average or like short or like ugly or mid tier. Like, imagine how demoralizing that would be. Like, imagine this guy gets his double jaw surgery, and people still saying you're not him. Like, it's crazy, bro.
When I'm at the restaurant,
Going to have to fly to Istanbul. I would argue that Italian surgeons are better, but sometimes they won't do some of the more black-pilled extreme movements.
See, there you go. He's a black pillar.
Zac Efron. Was Zac Efron not already extremely attractive? And then what did he do to his face? What if after he gets his surgery, it's botched? How often
the fuck?
Do we see?
Hold on, what happened to this nigga's face? Oh my god, look at his face. Nigga looks like his face is made out of fucking Play-Doh. Like they sculpted some Play-Doh over. Oh my god.
After he gets his surgery, it's botched.
Brutal.
How often
Brutal.
do we see beautiful girls go and get hot dog lips?
Right.
They look great. Perhaps the first time they get filler, they even look a little bit better, dare I say. But eventually, one thing leads to the next.
Yeah, it just gets out of control.
Hot dogs on their lips, their cheeks are out to here, and their breasts weigh 10 pounds each. What happened? How did they go from A to Z so quickly? And so the temptation to continue to get cosmetic surgery, once you started, it's real.
Yeah,
it's how
real.
many people don't think that?
Just like steroids. The moment you take steroids, you think you're gonna stop after one cycle. After you see how good you feel and look, you think you're just gonna stop. You gotta have insane amounts of willpower to just stop.
All of those people have body dysmorphia. It's when you look in the mirror and you don't like the reflection that you see back. I'm certainly not gay in saying that I think that this is a very attractive man. far above average. And he's 6'2" to boot. And yet he wants to get limb lengthening surgery and he needs more cheekbones.
Crazy,
for
bro.
what?
That says
The
everything,
surgery is called
bro.
a Bimax. It's a double jaw
Says
surgery.
everything, bro. 6'2", he wants leg length. Like, bro, try being 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", bro. 5'5", 5'4", 5. Like, come on, bro. 5'10". Like, what are we talking about, bro? And this nigga's talking about brutal.
Right? So they're going to make an osteotomy in the upper jaw, my maxilla, and advance it forward, and the lower jaw.
And so is he trying to look like Giga Chad? Like, does he need to perpetually have a resting bitch face with the hunter eyes and the jaw forward and the protruding
Yeah, that's what he
cheek
needs, bro.
implants?
That's
What
he
I want to
needs.
say to that is extraordinary
The
times.
coach is right
call for
on it, bro.
extraordinary measures, right? And the extraordinary times
It's
are
ridiculous.
just how hypergamous women are nowadays.
Out of 100 people, I bet all of them are going to rate you as an 8, 9, or a 10. And so let's take the average. He's a 9. 99th percentile looks, it's not enough because women are hypergamous.
Yeah, I think he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast. I think most of the girls that rated him gave him like an 8 or higher. If I can't really remember. What I do remember is him giving fucking that one girl a 1. This nigga literally gave her a 1. Like,
nature. And so when they're with me, I mean, I'm only at the 99th percentile. What happens when the guy comes along and he's 6'6"? What if he has more muscle? And what if he has a better tan? If that man can come along and take your woman, let him have her. He
Right.
did you a favor. If you're
Right.
with someone and you're in love and someone can come along
but they don't think that because they think looks is everything.
and steal them from you, they weren't
It's
yours
brutal.
to begin with. And so let it happen. You're going to convince me that this man is getting his jaw surgery to be forward and the protruding cheekbones and the nose surgery all so that he can keep his woman because of hypergamy. This is ridiculous. I thought he was confident. I thought he had a strong self-esteem. Clearly, he does not. Do you really think I'm worried about Mepsigram being swooned off of her feet from some 6'2" Chad?
And the men who are not at the top percentiles are left with nothing.
Nah,
right?
'cause you got a queen, coach.
Everyone's extremely sexually promiscuous.
Not all women are extremely sexually promiscuous. Not all women are thoughts are 304s. Not all women are like a Cash's wife.
I've been rated what's called a high tier normie, is what a lot of people say.
Yo, shout out
so
to
the
Kosh,
scale is
man.
low tier normie, mid tier normie,
Kosh
high tier
bagosh.
normie, Chad light, and Chad.
What exactly is that? A normie high tier sounds aight, but it's not quite a Chad, a Giga Chad, an Adam. What is going on?
Women will always tend to rate people that they find average, 50th percentile, as a 7.
Average is not a 7. A 7's above average. Average is a 5. We all know this.
People are placing me high tier normie as a little bit above average, between a 6 to a 6.5.
Does that mean he's rating himself a 6 and a
Bro.
quarter? I guess the
Yeah,
rest of
that's-
us
that's
are all
his own
negative
rating,
numbers.
bro.
What is going on right now?
That's his own
This
rating.
Is not a 6.
That's the rating he believes in. That's why he's getting all these fucking surgeries. He believes he's a 6. Even though I just told you, those girls on that fucking podcast, they rated him higher than a 7. It was definitely 7 or higher, if I can remember correctly. But he thinks he's a 6, 6.5. So that's why he's getting double jaw surgery and fucking leg stretch and all this stupid shit. Right? Like, and I think this guy's an industry plant. Like, he came out of nowhere. Honestly, this guy came out of nowhere, just blew up out of nowhere on everybody's stream, talking about doing steroids and injecting filler into his 17-year-old's girlfriend's face and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why is this guy all of a sudden just getting pushed? Like, we've known about looks maxing for a while, but this guy just came out of nowhere. Like FitX was doing that looks maxing shit for a while. But this nigga just came out of nowhere and just blew up. Like, I don't know.
And so, by clinical definition, how is this not body dysmorphia? The average
Right.
person thinks he's an 8 or 9 or 10. He thinks he's a 6 or a 6.5.
But if the surgery went wrong,
And mind you, with the internet, all that does is fuel body dysmorphia even more. It's like throwing gas onto the fire. Like, you go on the internet and like you see all these roided up even the women. You see all these roided up men and women. You're like, man, I gotta get a body like that. Like, so the body dysmorphia thing is just, it's just when you include the internet with body dysmorphia, it's multiplied, bro. Tenfold.
If the surgery was botched, like what would happen? What's the worst case scenario?
The worst case scenario is an infection.
No, the worst case scenario is you could die. The second worst scenario is you could be disfigured. You could be in pain for the rest of your...
I guess he hasn't heard about people dying from these surgeries. Like, how many times have you heard about women dying from those BBL surgeries? Have you seen those videos of those women recovering from those BBL surgeries? It's brutal, bro. It's actually brutal. But they all do that just for a look, just for their perception, because that's how much perception matters in this world. So I will give them that. Like, perception is, because there's so many bots in this world, bro. Like, and that's the thing. In general, perception does matter. So that's why they get these surgeries. They're insecure about themselves, and they're insecure about how they're perceived. So that's why they lighten their skin. That's why they fucking get nose jobs. It is what it is,
your life.
How would you differentiate what the average person thinks of attraction?
So it's a huge numbers thing. It's really autistic, but everything is about numbers, right, and measurements.
I really appreciate the tism in him. I'm really about the numbers and the stats. I mean, I'm spending like 4 hours looking at stats last night.
I
on
think
my
we're all
bike
a
racing
little
and
bit
so on.
autistic.
I really love this.
Slightly.
But I think he just
At
got
least.
it wrong.
There's just all these different numbers,
Especially
and
everyone
then it
in
gets
the
you what's called a
modern age.
harmony score, right? So you take all these different measurements, you do the math, you check it out on your face, and then we're gonna get a percentage harmony score.
Or you're either hot or you're not. It's not a measurement. It's not the distance from here to there and this and that. It's everything in one and in a quarter second, 0.1 of a second, hot or not.
Nah.
I don't need a measurement, a ruler. I don't need to feed my appearance into ChatGPT to know if somebody's good looking or not. And remember, beauty is subjective. It's in the eye of the beholder. And so what's strikingly beautiful for one person might be ugly for the next.
So in terms of the numbers thing, the closest
true.
person we get to perfection is Matt Bomer.
Isn't it interesting that Superman, who is exactly what Clavicular looks like, is the perfect man
Henry Cavill.
according to science? 94% on the looks maxing scale.
Thing is,
Hey, let me just say this. We got to get my nigga Henry Cavill back as Superman. But not Zack Snyder, just Henry Cavill.
I'm playing a game and trying to get a result, right? So I know that looks are going to help me maintain my relationship more.
I personally only care about my looks. I don't really care about her looks. It's not as so important to me. Do you ever think that other people might have the same thoughts as yourself? You're thinking looks aren't the be-all, end-all. But that's just me. Women are hypergamous. But what if they're not? What if, yeah, they're hypergamous to an extent. They don't want some broke ass. They don't want a guy who's 5'2". They don't want somebody who can't hop a nippard, but they're not going to care so much that they want the man that they're in love with to go through all these surgeries in order to them look better. Yeah. Is it possible that surgeries can make you more attractive? I'm sure there are. But what if it's not needed? What if
Right.
you're good enough as you are?
Most of it isn't needed. I'm telling you, most of it is just exaggerated. Most of it is just fueled by the internet. The internet has caused so many people so much disillusionment in their minds about what reality actually is, that nigga wake up one day and I'm like, I want to get double jaw surgery because I see this guy with his chiseled ass fucking jawline getting all these hoes and shit. I see what's his name, King 6'8". I'm seeing King 6'8" get approached by women. Like that's never happened to me. Like, oh my goodness, this man got 3 women approaching him, and he's just standing there doing nothing. I gotta get a leg stretch, man. I gotta hop on those roids. Like, bro, I'm telling you, the internet is diabolical, bro. It's not the only reason, but if I had to pick one of the main reasons for this body dysmorphia and all this stuff, is definitely the internet.
are. Did you in fact think of that?
So do you think looks are the most important thing for women? Like for them to get men?
Absolutely.
Obviously, looks is the most important thing to get a man. Now, to keep a man, it's something different. Looks can get you in the door. The McLaren, the Ferrari, it's
Yeah,
not.
bro. Like, bro, you could be with the hottest girl, bro. Like, you fuck her a couple times, like, or whatever. Like, eventually, it's just if she has no personality, if she doesn't provide anything, like, and you've already hit, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, man, this is whack, bro. Especially if you already hit, man. If you already hit, you're gonna be like, man, I'm done, bro. I already hit.
Nice. You walk up to it. You want to go for a
Come
ride.
on.
But if you open the door and it smells like shit, it's disgusting, you don't want to go for a ride. And so that is analogous to your body. If it's an amazing external shell, but
So
once
looks does get you into the door for men and women, for the most part. Looks will generally get you into the door, especially for women. But
you look inside, it's horrendous. No one wants that shit.
What does it mean to be low inhibition?
And just being able to kind of do and say whatever
Being
you
autistic.
want without,
that's what being low inhibition means. Being autistic, my guy. Being neurodivergent. That's what that means.
spiking your cortisol, getting really anxious, just being free.
How can you be free when you think that you need to be perfect in order to be a proper man? He
Right.
started using steroids at 14. He's on meth. He's taking retatrutide. How does that let you be free? In comparison, I don't have to put on my makeup before
I'm
leaving.
gonna keep it a buck too. Like, let me see that photo again, bro. If you were on
How does
steroids,
that let you be free? In comparison,
if this guy's been using steroids since he was 11, or not 11, 14, and he looks like that, like, it only looks like he's been using steroids for, like, I don't know, maybe like a year. I don't know. But since 14 and he's 19 now? Come on, bro. You should look way better than that. You know? But again, I don't know what he's been using. You know, there's a whole bunch of factors playing to that, but
I don't have to put on my makeup before leaving the house. Who is
like,
more
if I'm really using steroids, I'm not going to use steroids just to look like that. Like, I'm trying to look better than that.
free? How is he free and liberated if he's confined by his appearance?
Do you think alcohol is evil but necessary?
Absolutely. Yeah, alcohol is the best way to block some of the neurotransmitters that are going to cause people to have anxiety. It's going to make you more sociable.
Bro is 19. What is the age of drinking in the United States?
I was a bouncer for a little while, and that kind of helped me make a lot of necessary observations.
You got him, bro. But realistically, like, any come on, like, you could have never drank before, and you could know that type of information. So
To shape kind of how I think about everything.
And even if he was, which he's saying he was, what happens if he's a bouncer and he gets in a face and they punch that titanium implant? What's he going to think then when he's no longer pretty?
Right? So I was noticing who was going home with the pretty girls every night. And I noticed it was really about 1 to 2% of men, right? So it was people who were very tall.
yeah, this is like that one nigga from what the fuck, man? I forget the nigga's name.
Do not think that that has somehow influenced to think he needs these surgeries.
A woman who's with a man who's rich and not good looking will never truly love her. Okay, this is a term called beta boxing.
Man, I wish that somebody could talk to
Beta
this
bucks.
man and convince him, because I feel like he's reasonable. I feel like if he was presented with the proper data...
That's his name, Neil from Class of the Titans, if y'all remember. The guy was, like, obsessed with his looks. Like, if he looked like he was just obsessed with looking pretty. That's what this nigga is. Clavicular, Clavicular, whatever the fuck this nigga's name is. That's what he is. He's like the witch from Snow White that's obsessed with her looks.
would believe it. Clavicular. It's possible for a woman
Clavicular.
to be with a man not because he's extremely good looking. He has a lot of money. He's not exceptionally attractive, but he has that it factor. The je ne sais quoi. The personality. Perhaps he's funny, he's humorous, he's confident.
They don't care
and
about
the woman
that.
just likes him for him, despite
Black pill
his
don't care
appearance,
about that,
despite
coach.
the fact that maybe he's only a 5'6" manlet. There's women out there that it's not only about looks. Of course, looks is important. There needs to be a genuine burning desire for that man.
So yeah, he's right. He's right. But if we were to talk in general, there is like a generally a specific image, like the black pillars will say. This is where they're right. There is specific features that women find attractive, that they look for in men, you know. So in general, looks do matter. Looks get you in the door, but black pillars act like it's the only thing that matters. Like it's the end all be all. It's the only thing that matters. Personality doesn't matter. None of that other shit matters. If you're funny, if you're interesting, if you have if you have a social life, if you smell, none of that matters. Just if you look good. It's like, come on.
But to say a woman can never truly love a man unless he's good looking, this is not true.
Myron Gaines
Right.
talking about yesterday. He said that guys, if you don't have
Not
any
true
money
at
or
all.
any status, just always going to be worried about a dude with more money than you taking your girl.
It's the complete opposite way.
He's not dead wrong in that way. They're both right. Your woman, based on hypergamy, can go for another person who's either more attractive to you or has more money than you. Either or, it can happen. But remember, if they did take that woman away from you, they did you a favor. You should be thinking, thank you for showing me who she truly is, not thinking, oh, I lost my... No,
Right.
be a man and move on.
Yeah,
It's
in terms of
easier
what you can get away.
said than done though. Way easier said than done. That's like saying too when that's like your homie just telling you, yo, you just gotta move on after your girl just cheated on you. It's easier said than done, bro. Like, especially if you had a really good relationship, everything was going fine, and then you randomly find out that she cheated on you. Like, it's easier said than done, bro. Like, she got exposed to being a gold digging whore, but like, bro, yeah, we had good times together. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to just let go sometimes, but I know what he means.
With the threshold goes through the roof as you get better looking, right? You can do things that unattractive people can never fathom, right?
I mean, exactly. There is no bad man, there's only bad looking. You can essentially do anything if you're good looking enough. You're only a creep if you're not hot. If you're an attractive man, you can get away with almost anything. And if you can't,
Even
you're probably
murder.
just not hot enough.
Attractive prisoners get 40%
Look at my nigga
less,
Luigi.
on their prison sentence than unattractive, prisoners. Example of this was Jeremy Meeks.
Jeremy
Holy
Meeks.
shit.
Who doesn't remember this? Most attractive prisoner. Women were saying, no, take my money. Be with me. We don't care about the assault and battery. I can fix him. And so, for example, Luigi Mangione, attractive
What
guy
I
in his
just say.
20s.
Just like my boy Luigi, man. All right, that's the video, man. Y'all go check out Coach Greg Duche. Great video. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.